All right, all right. Another episode of JHQ Trivia coming at you. We're running through another staff episode. We got the track and field coaching staff taking on the women's soccer coaching staff. So for many of you at home, a new face, head coach Dan Weiler, making his first real public game show appearance as the head coach of the Johns Hopkins women's soccer team. So we thank Dan and Bobby and their staff members for hopping on with us and taking some time out this evening for another episode of JHQ Trivia. We're going to get right into it. I'll run through the rules real quickly for everybody at home that's watching. First round will be 16 categories. You can see them in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. The coaches have all already been given the 16 categories. We'll go back and forth. Each team will be able to select one category prior to each round. I'll ask the question. They'll have 30 seconds to answer. If they get it right, it's worth 1 point. If they get it wrong, it will go back over to the other team for a chance to steal. They'll have 15 seconds to steal. Each team is allowed one phone a friend in this first round. Caveat being, it has to be somebody from their program. So the track team will have to phone a current track student athlete or an alum. Same thing with the women's soccer team. It will have to be either a women's soccer student athlete or an alum. Let's get started. I think the best way of doing this, we'll let Bobby and Dan, we'll let you guys, you will be your final answer person for each team, and you will also do the rock, paper, scissors to see who gets to go first. So we'll go rock, paper, scissors. Bobby, I'll let you call it out.
Well, I was going to have Shed do rock, paper, scissors because I remember a couple years ago he defeated the entire
That is true. He went through the entire staff of rock, paper, scissors. So Shed, my apologies. I'll let you do the rock, paper, scissors.
Gotcha. I feel like that's if I beat you, that means I'm this
He's just immediately king of the hill.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah, you go to the top.
my championship.
Is it rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Correct, and it's just one, no 2 out of 3.
Yeah. Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, we got paper and paper. We're gonna have to go again.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
One again.
it was a little bit lower on the camera, but I saw
And
the
still
paper.
undefeated.
All right. Shed with the paper covers rock, and track gets the first selection. Guys, go ahead. The board is yours. 16 categories.
Let's go sprinting world record.
Sprinting world records. I put this one on this for you guys. So here we go.
Dad is the sprint coach, not me. So.
All right, sprinting world records. Usain Bolt holds the world record for his 100-meter time to the nearest 10th of a second. What is that time?
I got that one. Shed, you can confirm with me, but I'm pretty sure 9.58 is the 100 and 19.19 is the 200, right?
Correct.
9.58, sound good?
Yep.
9.58 seconds. Final answer. That is correct. Track goes up 1-0. Back over to the women's soccer program. What is your first category selection?
Well, I feel like it's sacrilegious if we don't pick international soccer. So we'll go with international soccer.
So yeah, put those first 2 on the listing. We gave a track question and a soccer question. All right, international soccer. What is the name of the award presented by the French news magazine France Football that is generally regarded as the most prestigious individual soccer award on a yearly basis?
It's a French. Oh man.
It's the Ballon d'Or, right?
Yeah. Right.
All the French I know.
Is that the correct pronunciation? Do you know for sure? Are you 100%?
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure pronunciation counts in this.
Yeah.
It's up to judge's discretion.
You have to use your French accent too.
Yeah, we'll go with Greg's. Yeah.
Ballon d'Or, final answer. That is correct. I'll give it to you. Soccer team gets the soccer question. Track team gets the track question. I think all the gimmies are off the board now. So back over to the track team. 1-1 is the score.
Go baseball.
Baseball, going right down the list. All right. Who are the only 2 Major League Baseball players to ever hit 70 home runs in a single season?
You guys, I'm going to confer. I think that would be McGuire and Bonds.
Definitely no bond.
Yeah.
Yes, it should be both. I think 73, 71.
Yeah, Sosa was like 68, right?
Yeah, he was 68.
And Bonds,
Yeah.
McGuire, and Bonds.
Mark McGuire, Barry Bonds. That is correct.
Oh.
70 and 98. Barry Bonds hit 73 in 2001. Moving along here, 2-1. Track team goes up. Back over to the women's soccer coaches.
We will go with the iPhone.
The iPhone. All right. What year was the first model of the iPhone released? In what year was the first iPhone released?
2000.
It's not an even, no, it's not even. It's,
Not even.
I mean, sorry, it's not just 2000. I want to say it's 2007 or 2008.
Gonna need an answer in 15 seconds.
I got nothing on this.
2008.
2008, final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Track, over to you. You have an opportunity to steal. In what year was the first model of the iPhone released?
Can we go over under?
You cannot go over or under. I need a year.
I think it's early. I think
Yeah.
7.
7?
My first thought was 2000.
Like 2007, Lindsay?
What was yours, Jeb?
Same.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
2007. Just do it. 2007.
2007, final answer. Dan, I'm sorry. 2007 is correct. You had it initially.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Track with the steal. It was 2007, the first iPhone released. They go up 3-1, and it's their board as well. 4 categories down. We're moving along here. Back over to the track team.
Let's go with Nursery Rhymes.
Nursery Rhymes. All right. Bobby should get this one. Men's or track leading 3-1 over women's soccer. Nursery Rhymes is the category. Why did Jack and Jill go up the hill?
Pail of water.
Water. Teammates, you don't want to.
Oh, I thought it was Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch some water, catch some water.
To fetch a pail of water.
Fetch a pail of water.
Yeah, something like that.
What's your final answer here?
To fetch a pail of water.
To fetch a pail of water. That is correct. I at first I just heard you say water, and I wasn't going to accept that as that was not going.
I thought you were going to ask me to finish the rest as well. So.
No.
All right, Nursery Rhymes off the board. 4-1 lead now for the track.
All right, let's go with, do you guys want to do boy bands or Netflix? Which one do you want to do?
Craig's got the boy bands.
We're going boy bands. Let's do
Boy
it.
bands, let's do it.
All
We
right,
got
it
it.
looks like this one's all Greg. Boy bands. What are the first names of the 3 Jonas brothers?
Joe and Greg, what's the other one?
Who's married?
Alex, but I feel like that's not right.
The name of the 3 Jonas brothers.
That was after me. I don't know. Our players are screaming at their TV right now.
Do you have a phone a friend?
Yeah, we should definitely use a phone a friend for
Oh,
that.
can we use a phone a friend?
You
Yeah.
can.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right. Women's soccer coaches are using their phone a friend. Who are we calling?
We are calling. The funny thing is, this is going to be funny because it's Alex Dameron. So
Okay.
Come on, Dameron, lead them wrong way.
No,
I'll allow it.
I'm
I'll
not
allow
even
it.
telling him
Alex
that you can-
Dameron is a member of the track team as well. And I will say, the track team, you are now not allowed to call Alex Dameron as your phone a friend.
All right,
Women's soccer is stealing her first.
here we go.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
No.
Better leave a message there, Dan.
All right. If she calls you back before you give me an answer, I'll allow it. Otherwise, I'm going to need something in 10 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Oh, she called.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I will allow it.
Kevin Joe Nick.
Alex.
Hi, sorry, I was getting my laundry.
She's getting her laundry. It's a good excuse.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
It's being allowed. We need your help.
Okay.
Okay, the question is the first names of the Jonas brothers. It's Nick, Joe, is it Joe, Nick, and someone, right?
Yeah, it's Kevin.
Joe, Nick, and Kevin, final answer. I'm going to allow it.
Yes.
Yeah. What you don't realize is guess who we're playing against?
I know.
Raider.
Oh, you did. Oh, I love it. I love it. You saved us. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay.
That was the first time we've had that happen, but I'm going to allow it. Point to women's soccer. Makes it a 4-2 lead now for track. Categories down, 10 to go.
Let's go animated films.
Animated films. All right. These are starting to get a little harder now. I will say that up front. What was the first English-speaking feature-length animated film? First English-speaking feature-length animated film.
Ooh.
Fantasia didn't have words, right?
No, dude. So it's got to be early Disney ones.
It's not Pinocchio, is it?
No.
That was an early one, though.
Like Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty.
Halfway through, you got 15 seconds remaining.
I lean more towards Snow White out of those options.
Snow White sounds familiar.
Yeah. We're also only going on like the Disney things right now. Anything else?
Yeah, but that's all there was way back then. Pixar wasn't around at that point.
I need a final answer in 5 seconds.
Go Snow White. Snow White.
Snow White. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is correct. 1937.
Y'all are good.
Good job, Bobby. All right, makes it 5-2 now in favor of the track coaches. Back over to women's soccer.
Okay, 90s music.
90s music. All right. Who is the former drummer of Nirvana who fronts for the Foo Fighters?
Can I draw a picture of him?
Isn't it
What's his name?
the Dave Grohl?
Yeah, Dave Grohl. Yeah. Final answer.
Dave Grohl, final answer. That is correct. I don't know what drawing a picture of. I wouldn't have been able to.
Like I know what he looks like.
All right. Big point there for the women's soccer team. Back over to the track side. 5-3 lead.
Tennis. American tennis.
American tennis stars. All right, we're halfway home. 8 questions down, 8 to go. American tennis stars. In 2019, Coco Gauff made headlines at Wimbledon when she defeated Venus Williams in the opening round. How old was Coco Gauff at the time?
I think she was 14. Kevin?
I don't know.
I was gonna guess 16, but I don't know.
We're gonna use our phone a friend.
You're going to use a phone a friend?
Who do you know that knows tennis stuff?
Brandon Hahn knows everything, so I was just gonna, first one we weren't sure about, or we can save it. I think she was younger. I thought she was 14
You can go with 14 then.
because the Capriati was 16 when she made her stuff, and I thought she was younger than her, but maybe not. Maybe that's too young.
Dan's got a smirk on his face like he knows the answer.
What do you guys feel? Is 14 too young?
I'm going to need something in 10 seconds, an answer or a phone
Or
a
we can
friend.
call.
I would save the phone-a-thon once it gets real tough.
All right, let's. I'm gonna go 14. I'll be more pissed off if I don't go with my first instinct. So 14.
14, final answer. That is incorrect. Women's soccer, do you know it?
I think she was 15.
Oh,
It's got to be close. I don't think.
Yeah,
she's...
it's definitely not 13. But so it's 15 or 16. I'm pretty sure it's 15.
I was thinking 14 or 15. So.
Yeah. 15? Should we call Alex again?
You cannot use a phone.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, you didn't use it.
We'll go 15, final answer.
15, final answer for the steal. That is correct.
There we go.
Right. Women's soccer pulls within 1. It's 5-4. I believe we've had every question answered correctly to this point. We have 9 questions down, 7 to go. Women's soccer, it's your board.
Want to do Netflix, Jen?
That's fine.
Okay. Let's do Netflix quarantine shows.
We're going Netflix quarantine shows. All right. In which U.S. state was Joe Exotic, a.k.a. Tiger King's GW Zoo located?
It's either Georgia or Louisiana. I can't remember.
In what state was Joe Exotic? What was his zoo located in?
I'm going to go with Georgia. Final answer.
Georgia?
Yeah.
Going Georgia, final answer? That is incorrect. Track, do we know it?
Oklahoma? I didn't watch the show though.
I have no idea, but I trust that she knows what she was talking about.
So Jeb, you feel that, or we got Louisiana, which you wanted to put forth as your second option, or Oklahoma? Where'd you get Oklahoma from, Jeb?
I don't know, my head.
Well, go with that, man.
I feel like I've heard Oklahoma.
I need an answer in 5.
Jeb, call it out. I like it.
We'll go Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, final answer. Jeb, your head was correct. That's right. Big steal from Track makes it 6-4.
It's got to be, Matt, it's got to be the quote of the night. Where'd you get that?
I don't know, my head. Great job, Alex. All right, 6-4 Track, and it's your board with 6 categories remaining.
Do world capitals.
World capitals. All right. What is the capital city of Brazil?
I'm pretty sure it's Brasilia, not Rio de Janeiro. But I'd like my teammates here to confirm with that.
Yeah, I feel like it's not Rio de Janeiro because it's this far in. So I'm gonna say what Bobby said.
Brasilia.
Brasilia, final answer. That is correct.
Yeah.
A little bit of a trick question there, but Bobby pulls it out. All right, 7-4 lead now in favor of the Track coaches. The next round, there are 2-point questions, so we still have plenty of time left. It'll also be the first time we could run through all 16 questions and get them all correct. Back over to the women's soccer side.
Box office numbers.
Box office numbers. All right. Which 2019 movie topped Avatar as the highest grossing film of all time?
Black Panther. No, that's later. Never mind.
2019.
Which 2019 movie topped Avatar as the highest grossing film of all time?
Is the Avengers?
Oh, it's Endgame, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the Avengers movie.
Yeah, it's Avengers Endgame. Final answer.
Avengers Endgame, that is correct. Good pull there by Dan. All right, 7-5, 4 categories left. Track, it is your board.
Let's go obscure sports.
All right, obscure sports. All right. How many horses are on each team in the sport of polo?
I'm sorry, what was the first part of that question?
In a polo match, how many horses are on the field for each team?
I have no clue, so I think this is one we're using our caller friend, unless you want to just take a random guess.
Do you think Bihan will know?
I think he knows everything, but
I don't think. Drew's girlfriend plays polo, but I'm not sure if he would be awake to pick up.
Ncaa rides horses.
Ooh.
I have no idea what she's doing right now. So
Is Bihan on standby though?
I told him before, like, you know, you feel comfortable if I call you tonight? And he said, yeah, I can do anything. So I kind of liked his confidence.
Yeah.
Good confidence.
All right, let's call him. We're going to use our phone a friend.
All right. Who we calling?
Brandon Hahn,
All right.
alum. So let's give him a call.
All right.
Hey, Brandon, you're calling you with our phone a friend. So you're online with hopkinsports.com right now.
Okay.
I'm going to let Matt, you're going to read the
Yep.
question.
All right, Brandon.
Categories obscure sports, though. So
Okay.
All right. In a polo match, how many horses are on the field for each team?
Want to say it's either like 5, 7, or possibly 11.
does that count the
Something like
goalie? Do you have a goalie in polo?
I don't think they have a true goalie. I think it's something. 5 seems too few. I'm leaning more towards something in the lines of like 11.
Gonna need an answer in 5 seconds.
An
I'm
odd
gonna
amount?
go with.
I think it's an even amount, though.
I was thinking 8 then, if that's the case.
Where did 8 come from?
I know you were at 11. I thought we were gonna go 10 or 12.
11 if you go
Okay.
All right, Bobby, I'm cutting you off here. I need
10's
3,
reasonable.
2.
10's reasonable.
Yeah, 10's reasonable. I don't think it's more than that.
Let's go 10.
All right, 10. Final answer. That is incorrect. All right, women's soccer, an opportunity
Thanks,
to
Brandon.
steal.
Well, I tried. Sorry. Good luck.
That's all right, man.
I was gonna say closer to 5 or 6 anyway. Feel like it's
I think it's 6.
Yeah, 10 seconds to talk it out.
6. Any strong feelings, Greg?
I have 0 strong feelings in the subject.
Because I know it's an even number, but I didn't.
6 or 8.
Yeah, but I can't recall if it's 6 or 8.
Go
5
6.
seconds.
We'll go with 6. Final answer.
6. Final answer. That is incorrect as well. The only even number that hasn't been said, it's 4 per team.
Oh.
Man.
Wow.
Wow.
4 per team. All right. Score remains 7-5 in favor of the track team. Women's soccer, it's your selection.
All right. We're gonna go with Broadway on the big screen.
All right, Broadway on the big screen. This 2019 film, based off of a popular Broadway play, won the Golden Raspberry Award for the worst film of the year.
Oh, it's Cats. Final answer.
Got that one right off the bat. It is Cats. That is correct. What a terrible movie. All right, 7-6 now track. We got a barn burner here brewing in the first round. 2 categories remaining. We have reality television and we have
Otherwise, I'll go
technology. Those are our 2
technology.
categories remaining.
We don't have a phone a friend. Jeb, do you know all reality television?
Either.
Let's go technology.
All right, technology.
Come on.
Track leads by 1 at 7-6. What was the first sound recording device called?
First sound recording device.
Correct. That's the first sound recording device. What was it called?
I think Lindsay went to an engineering school. So
No. Not that kind of engineering.
I don't know, I'm going to say Panasonic.
which brand? Sound recording device. What?
I feel like Bihan would have known this one.
Yeah, I know. We used the wrong phone.
You got 10 seconds. I'm going to need an answer.
What's the thing to it? I don't want to give it away.
5.
You know, like there's a dictaphone.
Boom. Let's go with that.
Okay.
What was that? Say it again, Jeb.
Dictaphone?
Dictaphone, that is incorrect.
Is that a thing? Is that a correct word?
I don't know. I don't have it on my sheet. Women's soccer for the steal and the tie.
What do you guys think? I have an idea, but I want any ideas first.
I don't know why like sonograph or sonogram came to my head, but super rad. I'm not confident.
I think the first recordable thing was a record, and then it etched things in. So I think it was a phonograph.
Phonograph.
I think that's my guess. I don't know.
And it would like basically be an old school record player that you had to do manually.
Mm-hmm. But you could I think they had the device. I think you could record on it too.
Need an answer in 5.
Should we go with that? Okay, we'll go with phonograph. Although, yeah, final answer.
Phonograph, final answer. That is correct. For
Well
the
done.
steal. Way to go, Dan. The phonograph cylinder was created in 1878. It's patented by Thomas Edison. Was the first sound recording device ever created. Good job, Dan. All right, 7-7. Women's soccer has evened it up, and now they have the last category, and we have reality television. That's what we have left. Who is the host of the hit reality television series Survivor? Who is the host of Survivor?
I never watched Survivor.
He has brown hair.
Mm-hmm. I know what he looks like. Can I draw a picture? Jen, do you know his name?
No. He's like, isn't he short? Shorter? I don't. I can see his face, but I don't know his name.
I know.
10 seconds.
No, I don't have anything if they don't. Sorry.
I have his first name. I don't have his last name. I don't want to give it away.
First name, Greg.
I need an answer in 5 or a skip.
We'll skip. We don't have one.
All right, we're skipping. Track, do you know it?
Jeff Pros.
That's it.
Say it again.
Yeah, Jeb, that's it. Go ahead.
Jeff Pros.
Jeb Preps is correct. Did you have that, Greg?
I did not. So yeah.
All right, Jeb with the steal. Track takes an 8-7 lead through round number 1. We're just going to keep it moving here. Track up by 1. In round 2, we have Hopkins related trivia. The way this will work, the track team will get a women's soccer question. The women's soccer team will get a track question. If you get it right, it's worth 2 points. If you get it wrong, the other team will have a chance to steal. But on the steal, it's only worth 1 point because you're answering your own program's question. Now, Dan and the soccer coaches, you guys are at a little bit of a disadvantage here because Bobby's been around for a while, and we'll see how it works. I tried to organize the questions so that would be a little more fair, but
I appreciate that. Yeah.
with track leading 8-7, I will give you your women's soccer question first. All right. Question is this: how many consecutive seasons has the Johns Hopkins women's soccer program advanced to the NCAA tournament? This is for 2 points for the track staff. They're leading 8-7. How many consecutive seasons has the Johns Hopkins women's soccer program advanced to the NCAA tournament? And there are no phone a friends in round 2.
Have all of their trips been consecutive?
I don't either confirm nor deny.
I can't answer.
They've gone. But I don't know if there was a break in
09,
there.
2010-ish.
They've gone 17 times. I don't know if there is a break on there. So I wouldn't know when otherwise. I would feel most comfortable with 17. Otherwise, I think it's more of a stab in the dark. And hopefully all 17 were consecutive.
Gonna need an answer in 10 seconds.
Go with 17 then.
17.
17, final answer. That is incorrect. Over to the women's soccer side. How many consecutive seasons has the Johns Hopkins women's soccer program advanced to the NCAA tournament?
I'd say
Greg,
five.
what do you got, Jen?
I think it's 5 or 6, one of those numbers, because it wasn't consecutive. That's all I
It
know.
wasn't. In the last 10 years, it's been 9. So, and I don't know the exact year. So I think you're right. It's like 6.
Something like that.
Greg, do you know?
It's definitely 6 for sure.
Oh, we're gonna go with 6.
I was just kidding. I have no idea, but 6
Oh.
is good.
Let's go with 6. Final answer.
I have 6 is incorrect. I have the answer as 15.
I think that's a lot closer.
Yeah, 17 total with 2 that came prior to 2005. They've advanced every year since 2005.
Okay, there you go.
Women's soccer, your question related to the track and field program. This past summer, Jennifer Sue and Zach Shelley were awarded an NCAA postgraduate scholarship. That brings Hopkins' total to 50 in program history. How many total between the men's and women's track and field program, how many total NCAA postgraduate scholarships do they have for the Johns Hopkins track and field program? Men's and women's combined.
What's your guess, guys? In the 30s?
I mean, I was thinking the same thing if you have some duplicates, but
Shot in the dark.
Go
We're
with
going to say 37.
37, final answer, that is incorrect.
I don't know, but I know it's not 37. I'm guessing.
Jack, do you know it?
I mean, I think I know of 2 others.
Yeah, I thought it was 5.
It could be 5.
Who else?
Who are the ones that you know? Lindsay.
Lindsay Chu, Zach, Jen, and there's 2 more. I know it because I remember asking you this earlier this year.
And I think John Robinson had it back in 91.
And then the answer in 5 seconds.
If you think 5, Shed, let's go 5.
I think it's 5.
5.
5, final answer? That is correct. Good job, Shed.
Who's the 5th person?
I have no idea.
It was Shelley Sue, Ellie Burton, Lindsay Chu, and John Robinson.
Yeah, that's right, Ellie.
Ellie, I'm getting some mean calls from Ellie. I had it there.
the 5th.
All right, 9-7 track goes out in front. All right, now we have just 2 questions related to Johns Hopkins, the university. These questions are each worth 1 point. Steals are also worth 1 point as well. Track, you guys are in the lead, so I'll give you your question first. In 1927, this well-known physicist turned down an invitation to join the Johns Hopkins faculty because he, quote unquote, did not deserve the salary that was offered to him. In 1927, this well-known physicist turned down an invitation to join the Johns Hopkins faculty because he thought he didn't deserve the salary that was offered to him.
Alex, Jed, come on. You came through this program.
These are ridiculous questions. That just fun facts that I have found about.
From Shed's reaction, I thought he knew it.
Oh, no.
I got excited.
I'm not willing to show my ignorance for other people to see this.
I don't know. Einstein's a potential.
That's actually what I was going to say, but I don't know when he was born. So.
How old's Hubble?
And the answer in 10 seconds.
Jeb, you're going with the final answer here.
What did you say?
Yeah, now I shouldn't have even said it.
All right, we'll just go with Einstein.
Albert Einstein, final answer?
Yeah.
That is correct.
Are you serious?
That is correct. He was offered $5,000 to teach for the semester
Wow.
He turned it down because he said that he didn't think he was worth that much money.
Bad.
10 years later, he ended up going to Princeton, where he spent the rest of his time in America.
Oh.
Way to go, Jeb. All right, 10-7 now. The track team goes ahead. Women's soccer, you still have a chance. If you get this, then we have an opportunity that we could potentially go to overtime, which I don't know what the question will be for that. But all right, 10-7. Women's soccer, your question. Johns Hopkins University, the main campus is in Baltimore, Maryland. There are 2 other countries that Hopkins has graduate campuses. Name one of the 2. Johns Hopkins has international centers located in 2 other countries outside of the United States. Name one of the 2.
Oh, I literally saw this last week. Oh no.
Pull within 2 to have an opportunity to tie on the closest guess.
Greg.
I don't know. I mean,
Um,
oh, I just saw this.
I read this in my first week at Hopkins, and it disappeared.
Got 10 seconds.
I mean, I was thinking Spain, but I don't know.
I think there is one in Europe. I don't know, or I think.
Running out of time. 5 seconds, Dan. I'm going to need an answer.
Spain. I didn't see Spain.
I'm not confident though.
Let's go with England.
England, final answer. That is incorrect. Track. Do we know it?
Sure, we have one in China,
China and Italy.
Let's say Italy.
Definitely China.
but definitely China. I think Italy is the other one, but I think let's go China.
China and Italy is the other one. Jeb got both of them. For the steal, it makes it 11-7. That is going to clinch it for track, but we'll still go through the third question, the round 3 question, just for the fun of it, to see if women's soccer can draw within 2. Great showing, though, guys. These guys have been around for a while. Round 3 question, closest guess. I'm going to give you a question. You guys will have about 30 seconds. You can communicate with each other in the chat if you want, off camera. The final answer will be a number. After 30 seconds, I'll ask both Dan and Bobby to type in the answer to the chat to me. Whoever is closest to the correct answer will be awarded the final 2 points up for grab. Here is that question. Between the Johns Hopkins University Hospital and Health System, Johns Hopkins is the state of Maryland's largest private employer. As of 2019, how many people does the entire Johns Hopkins system employ? As of 2019, how many people, according to the Baltimore Business Journal, does the whole Johns Hopkins system employ? You guys will have about 30 seconds. You can text each other. You can type it in the chat. And then after about 30 seconds, I'll ask both Dan and Bobby to send me their answers. All
Wondering
right,
what
Bobby, Dan.
wanted me in the chat. Now I see all the text.
All right, Bobby, Dan, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. Type your answer to me in the chat here on Zoom. Do it in 3, 2, 1. Got Bobby's, I got Dan's. Now I gotta do some math here. All right, once again, the round 3 closest guess question. The Johns Hopkins University Hospital and Health System is the largest private employer in the state of Maryland. How many people does the Baltimore Business Journal estimate work in the Johns Hopkins system? Bobby and the track coaches, their answer was 78,324. Dan and the women's soccer program, their guess was 25,000. So two totally ends of the spectrum. The correct answer was 50,770. I believe that 25,000 is closer to that. It is. I had to do a little bit of math there, but 25,000 is the closest guess. Women's soccer gets the final 2 points up for grabs, but the track team still comes away with an 11-9 win. Dan, though, you got the final 2 points. We were really close to an overtime period there, which I was not prepared for.
50,700.
50,770 was the correct answer.
Good job, Dan.
Well, guys, thanks so much for taking the time out tonight to join this and do this with us. I hope you guys had some fun. Dan, Jen, Greg, welcome to Hopkins, and we look forward to an opportunity to working with you whenever that time may be. And track coaches, I know we'll see you in the spring at some point. So, guys, thanks so much once again. Thanks for hopping on JHQ Trivia. Our next episode will be a student-athlete episode. That'll be hosted by Jeff. Tune in. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Hopkins Sports, to get notifications every time we release a new episode. That's all for tonight. Guys, thanks again.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks, soccer. Nice game, man.
All right, then.